second most pure, we could say, is inquiry. Because it does not resort to any garbage, any lie. It's just your intelligence, bare, naked, facing the mystery. And when you are finished with the false, you will not turn your eye, the eye of intelligence, from its subject, which is who, which is what is design. When you're done with all falseness, you will not turn away from looking. Some arrive naturally to that, I said. Some arrive naturally, it's their journey. But most are to be pointed. And finally, even in relative terms, we could say that the less pure of these direct, all of them direct approaches, is Atmadarshan, if I would call it that way. The empowering of the self by the self through the appearance of transmission of truth that comes as a statement, as a Mahavakya, as an exposition. In the mouth and energy, the Shakti of the self-realized apparently external guru that sends us back to our own truth, divinity, and that when taken, because we are mature, we have recognition and we have that faith, when taken to our heart, will destroy all concepts that are false. And when all of them are destroyed, this concept that I am the divine will be redundant and also will dissolve. So that's how the Mahavakyam, the exposition of truth, I am Brahman, or you are that, is the yoga of powerful transmission, the yoga of self-empowering, the yoga of identification with truth. It's a blessing, it's a gift that we give ourselves apparently through an apparent external resource, which is the most common. Then, when we are ready, this is direct, this destroys ignorance, because that statement, which is even conceptual, is based on the truth. That identification with truth through faith operates, as I said other times, operates an inner, unstoppable, when we are ready, unstoppable process of inquiry. Because in the moment we take that statement as true, we start to apply it to all our experience, to all our structures of belief, like a stone, like a philosopher's stone that dissolves everything that is not it, that is not itself. So there's no false belief or view that resists being tested by that statement. That's how the false, the intellect is transcended. And what stands is truth, and then in that truth, as I said before, there's no redundance of proclamation of divinity. So in general, all teachers of the direct approach have taught the three of these yogas. Ramana Maharshi, as I said, expounded Atma Vichara, investigation of the self, and Atmanishta, self-abidance. And he also expounded, enunciated the truth, ultimate truth. He plainly communicated that you are the divine, that the self is ultimate, and there is only the self. He enunciated that. It's not that he said, I will not tell you, just investigate. He gave also the answer, because for most, through the faith, that answer does the work. Purifies from the false. So would not be compassionate to say what's the truth already. If you cannot accept it, you cannot take it, investigate. Then you tell me, who are you? What are you? If you don't believe me, that you are the divine, that you are the sovereign of the universe, then you tell me, who are you? The same with Nisargadatta Maharaj. His main emphasis was Atmanishta. He called it remaining in the I am consciousness. Remaining with the knowledge I am, with the feeling I am, with the sense, with the fact that you are, the consciousness of being. Remain with that. That was his main instruction. That's self-abidance. But he also said, you are the divine. That's what his teacher told him. He realized through Atma Darshan, through the communication of his teacher to him, that you are the Supreme, you are Parameshwari, you are Paramatman. That was enough. He believed it. And that truth worked inside of him until all that is not true dropped. He also advised vichara or investigation. He said, who were you before you acquired this notion of being born? Investigate. So, all the teachers of the direct approach expound these three entrances, these three angles.